From Vienna, the city where the public transport is surprisingly cheap, but the old world charm is shockingly expensive. Welcome to Sox Talk Politics. Chatting with us today, Patricia Orillo and Raul Olivan Cortez.
Hello and welcome back to Sox Talk Politics. Unfortunately, I have to start tonight's show on a serious note. Nancy and Kid both got infected with COVID. Yes, I know, but there is a silver lining. It means that we get some you and moi time. Just a host and his audience. We call this new segment Pure Brian Sock. Pure Brian Sock! Our main topic tonight is solidarity. So what is solidarity, other than a Polish trade union you should probably know more about? According to the Cambridge Dictionary, it is the agreement between and the support for the members of a group, especially a political group. Okay, well, we all knew that, right? But how does it work? Yes, exactly. Solidarity means one for all and all for one. A societal promise, an unspoken contract to stick up for each other. Solidarity is a basic instinct. The collective ensures the survival of the collective because the individual needs the collective to survive. Without solidarity, the world as we know it would soon cease to exist. If everybody only looks out for themselves, we'll end up being governed by a bunch of robot socks after the world is destroyed by a comet whose existence was denied by the government, the pundits, the experts, the media, until it was all too late. I'm sure you all remember the movie. A classic. Whenever I watch apocalyptic movies and everything goes to sock because of some very questionable decisions made by humanity, I can't help but think, well, yeah, that definitely could happen. And still, I choose to believe if it really came down to it, we would rise to the occasion and put the safety and the lives of other people above everything else. Wouldn't we? No, of course we wouldn't. So many of us would not. But that doesn't matter, as long as the majority acts in solidarity. And as we've seen so often in times of crisis, they do. So there is hope. And if you need proof of that, just take a look at tonight's project. Frene la Curva, or Breaking the Curve, is a citizens' platform that brings together numerous civic initiatives which were spontaneously set up to meet local needs. Volunteers, entrepreneurs, civil servants, and social organizations use the channel to organize social energy and civic resilience, involving more than 2,000 activists from more than 300 social organizations. Please welcome Patricia Orillo, Communications Manager, and Raul Olivan Cortez, Director of Open Government and Social Innovation for the region of Aragon. So, how did you get the word out that people can offer their help through your platform?
So, we wanted to spread the idea of participating in this project the way one could do it. I mean, you don't need to have any kind of knowledge because it was like, if you know something about, for example, how to work in your house and in the better way, or you want to entertain your children because they cannot go to the school, I have these ideas, or I know these videos, or I know this page, this web page that have information. That was the first step in the Frene la Curva development. And we opened the social media, and we try to spread also in our personal networks, in WhatsApp, Telegram, etc. So we could reach everybody who wanted to participate and to receive this help.
Now looking back, what would you say was the biggest challenge you had to overcome?
Frene la Curva, Break the Curve, it was a new model, a hybrid platform. It wasn't only public, only social, or you include with private support, it was all things at the same time, because I think that we need a new model, model of organizations, a fourth model, that the law frame don't allow us, because it doesn't exist in the law context, no? But Frena la Curva showed that it's possible to set up this kind of new generation of organizations.
And highly recommended.
Yes,
Yeah.
because it has the good thing of the all spheres, of the all parts, no?
My final question, as always, what advice would you give others who want to start a platform like Breaking the Curve?
I think that the main lesson that we learned with Frena la Curva is the big key of social innovation, of public innovation, is don't have fear, don't be afraid, because with fear it's impossible to innovate. You have to be brave, no? For innovate, to change the things, to change the institutions, to change the status quo. And I think that in Frena la Curva we were very brave.
Thank you, Raul and Patricia, for the interview. You're doing amazing work. Okay, I know what you're saying now. You're saying, well, that's in Spain, but where I live, you know what? Stop it. Stop that right now. People like Raul and Patricia are the reason I do this show. They are leading the way into a brighter future, free of the blockchains of the sockbot overlords. And you can find fantastic people just like them everywhere. And speaking about fantastic people, what a great job I just did on my monologue. You know, if you believe on your own, you can achieve on your own.
Brian, you didn't achieve that on your own. Everyone knows that Kid came up with that segment.
Wait, what? How? How do you know that?
Oh, Brian. The segment's called Pure BS.
Exactly! Pure Brian sock! Unadulterated, 100 proof, coming straight from the sock's mouth.
Let's wrap this up, shall we?
All right. That's it for tonight. We'll see you next week on Socks Talk Politics. Until then, resist the sockbot overlords and stay on your toes.
They're walking, they're gliding, they're talking.